Hello everyone! If you haven't checked out part 1 of this video, please do so now. It will be on my channel and linked in the description below. So this is my question and answer Q&A, I guess is a better way of putting it, / get to know me / story time. So part 1 was very long and you guys learned a lot about me. So this is just me finishing up just the few things I wrote down on this paper, which I haven't even gone through all of them yet with you guys. This is Scout Daniel, by the way, in case you were wondering. My dog. Yes, so let's just get into more questions. Okay. Question 1. Are you outgoing or shy? I would say this very much depends on who I'm with, where we are, and what we're doing. I'm very shy in a lot of situations, but I'm also really outgoing in a lot of situations. It just depends on where I am and who I'm with. Are you easy to get along with? I've been told by a lot of people I'm very easy to get along with, and I'm very relatable, and I'm really easy to talk to. So I would say yes. Do you hold grudges? Unfortunately, I have an issue with that. Yes, I do. I hold grudges pretty badly, actually. And I have worked on that, and I've gotten a lot better than in the past. I would say, it's pretty normal now, the way I hold grudges. Before, it was, a little too crazy. I really held grudges. Craziest thing you've ever done? I don't know what the craziest thing I've ever done is. What has been the craziest thing I've ever done? I really have no idea. That will be postponed for another day, I guess, when I've done something super crazy. Most traumatic experience. So I put down 3. I'm not gonna explain 2 of them because they're personal, but one was family related, one was friend related, and then the last one was an accident on the road that me and my sister stopped at and called the police and tried to help the people. The family all survived. They were all really bloody and really hurt. Lots of broken bones, lots of blood. Very scary. And then the other person that was in the big truck ended up dying, and it was just really traumatic and really scary. And we were outside because we got questioned by the police. We kind of just were the nice people that stopped, pulled over, and helped. But it was really scary, and pretty much witnessed someone die. Can you sing? No, I can't, but I love to. Short or long hair? I personally really like long hair, but I think short hair is super fun, and I always have urges to cut my hair because I've had short hair multiple times in the past, but I definitely think long hair just looks better. But short hair also looks good. The next question is, what's your zodiac sign? My zodiac sign is a Taurus. So 3 things I love. I love my friends, I love my family, and I love my dog. So really simple, really straightforward. Tattoos and piercings. I have just my normal ears pierced. I know you can't see because I don't have earrings. I had my belly button pierced, but it closed up and I want to get it redone. And then I have one tattoo, but I really want more. I just really sucked at getting them. I almost passed out within 2 seconds of him giving me this, and it was so bad. This is actually a tattoo I got with one of my really best friends who I consider a sister. Who is someone you miss? I miss everyone because quarantine. Weirdest moment. I have so many weird moments, but this is just one that really sticks out. So my actual first kiss with my current boyfriend, I guess this would be considered really cringy, but it was also kind of weird, but really cringy. So, hey buddy. So, we had already hung out a few times. We had gone out on dates, hangouts, whatever, and we already knew we liked each other, and we were pretty much dating, in my mind, but we hadn't even kissed yet, and he had tried a couple times before, and I was just so awkward. Like, we were in the car once at Walmart and we just like ate out, got ice cream, whatever, and he like went in for a kiss and I literally grabbed the door handle and I threw myself back. I was like and then he was just like, oh, I'm so sorry, and I was like, take me home. So that was like weird. That's just how I am. He also tried kissing me at one of my friend's birthdays, which he just kind of like looked at me and was like waiting for a kiss, and I was just awkwardly standing there, and then like he leaned in and then things were awkward, and then I hugged him. I was really afraid to like kiss a guy because like I was really awkward and unexperienced, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna know how to kiss, like it's gonna be so weird. Plus I was giving up something I saved for a while, really scary. But this is how my first kiss went, and I'm so sorry, Matthew, for sharing this. It was really cringy. So I go over to his house, and this was my first time actually over at his house. This is my first time at a guy's house in general. Like, I mean, literally. So I was, first of all, super awkward, and my mindset was, okay, I'm going to his house, he wants to watch a movie, but what else are we gonna do? Like, I don't know, that concept scares me. So I brought Boggle, which is a fucking like game that you shake and make words out of. I brought a lot of paint and paintbrushes so we could paint on each other, because at that point in my life I thought painting on people was like really cool, really fun. I still think it is, but I don't do it as much. I brought some extra movies, I brought some more games, I just brought a bunch of random stuff, but I remember like those two main things. And so I go and he's like, oh, like what's that bag for, when he picks me up, and I'm like, oh, it's a bunch of stuff we can do, and I was like telling him all the stuff I was bringing, and he was like, oh, okay, like, you know, like that's a little weird, but alright. And then we like end up going to his house, we start watching a movie. I think we watched the whole movie, we did, and it was really good. I forget what it was, but it was like some teenage party movie. I'm like, can I paint on you? And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I brought paint, like paintbrushes, can I paint on you? And he was like, oh yeah, sure. But he thought it was kind of weird. So he like takes his shirt off and I paint on his chest, and we just talked about life, and it was like really fun, really cool. And then afterwards he like looks at it and he's like, wow, that's really good, and he like takes a picture in the mirror. Then we go back to his room, and then like I sit down on the bed and he's standing there, and he's just like locking his eyes in with me, and I'm just like, oh no, this is going to happen, like right here, right now. And I was like really scared, but really excited, but also like terrified. So he like leans in, and like my eyes are like wide open. I'm like, what? And he leans in and he's like, you know, like puckering the lips and coming closer, and my eyes are just like locked in his face, and his face is just like coming in like this to my face, and like I start bursting out laughing because like it just looked really funny like to me, and I was like laughing, and then he like was like, what? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, okay, I'm ready. And then he like tried again, and then I fell back on the bed like laughing so hard, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And we like, he literally tried kissing me like 5 times, and that just kept happening. I just kept laughing like so hard and just like going back in the bed and like covering my face laughing. And I was like, okay, I'm ready. And then I would do it again. Finally he was like, hey, we don't have to kiss if you don't want to. And I was like, but I really want to. And he was like, okay, well, like, you can't keep laughing. And I was like, I know, I don't know what's wrong with me. So that's what happened. And then I had Caroline, which is one of my best friends, my sister, in the back of my head, because like she lived with me, so we would talk all the time, and I would tell her everything. And she was like, if he tries to kiss you, Caroline, let it happen. And I was like, but I'm scared. And she was like, no, let him kiss you. So like that played in my head, and I was like, my eyes were open the whole time, and I was like, and we kissed. And then I was like, wow, that really wasn't that bad. And he was like, yeah, it's really not anything too crazy. And I was like, cool. And then we were just like, you know what I mean? Like we just went to town, man. Really wasn't that big of a deal, and I don't know why I made it into such a big deal, but I did. That was the weirdest and cringiest moment probably that I could think of that would just pop up in my head. Alright, so what are some of your life goals? Slash goals for yourself? I would definitely say I really want to work on my mental health more and my physical health, to really just tone my body, because I just have like excess fat like on my body, you know what I mean? And then mental health is, I do struggle with mental health illnesses such as anxiety and some depression, but mostly anxiety, I would say, is like the worst one. So just to like, I've worked and I've gone so far, and like I have really bettered myself in those areas. Like, it is a significant difference on how well I've done, but you know, there's always room for improvement. So, you know, goal of mine is to figure out my purpose in life. Like, that is such a goal of mine. I definitely want to help people. And I want to make an impact, but I also want to do something I love, and I don't know what that is yet, but hopefully I'll figure it out and I can help a lot of people. This looks so bad, but whoa, dog. I also would like to, at some point in my life, when I have a career maybe or more money, be able to help and donate to mental health organizations and whatnot, because I personally deal with that stuff. Some of my family members do too, and I have known people, like friends, a lot of my friends, and just people I've known in the past, and I just feel like it's a really important cause and a really important thing to be taught to just everyone, because I don't know, I think it's really important. I feel like everyone should take psychology. I feel like everyone should have at least like a borderline understanding of, you know, what people struggle with and what people can't really control. But I just feel like that's really important. I also want to be a Playboy model. Playboy, please let me be a model for you guys. I want to be a playmate. That is like one of my big goals, and like I'm very open about it to all my friends, my boyfriend. Okay, so more goals would to become very self-sufficient, more than I am, and be able to support myself financially, and yeah, I also would love for my YouTube channel to grow. That's like a goal of mine. I want to have a family one day. I feel like that's just kind of like an obvious thing. And I love you, Scout. Okay, so what are some insecurities about yourself? So this one, I have a very tight relationship with it. All my insecurities, I know them like the back of my hand. Number one would be my neck. I feel like I just have like an old person neck. Like, my neck bothers me. My eczema, as you could probably tell, it's like pretty bad, especially on my arms and whatnot, and I do have it on my neck too, and I just have really bad dry skin and eczema. And like my last big insecurity, I guess, would be this. I'm gonna put it on the screen somewhere because I can never pronounce it, but I have this skin condition, and it is really like embarrassing to me, but I've come to terms with it a lot more than I had in the past, so it's not as bad, but still, it's just kind of like, it sucks, but could be worse. Something I would change about myself, this would 100% be all my health problems, because I have a kidney disease, I have like asthma, I have skin problems, I just have a lot of health problems that are really annoying. I'm like blind and deaf, so that doesn't help anything. What is my favorite thing to do to pass time? This would definitely be to go on social media. I know that's like a really like typical one, you know, that, or I like to like hang out with people, talk to my friends, hang out with my friends, or do art. Those would be like the top 3 things I like to do. One thing I really struggle with is cleaning. I am a hoarder, and I'm not proud of it, but I've come to terms with it, and it's something I have been my whole life. I'm a hoarder. I, need to work on and get better. Okay, so my phone won't let me record anymore, even though I deleted like 5 apps and like all the videos I recorded. But yeah, so I'm just gonna finish this video on here. I'm just gonna make it really quick. But yes. Do you like chocolate? Yes. Reese's are my favorite. I love Hershey's and I do like Yorks. Do you have trouble sleeping? No, I can sleep wherever, whenever, dude. Um, do you dance? I like to dance. I'm not good at dancing, but I like to dance. One time I was going really hard when I was dancing with some of my friends, and I thought I was like dancing really good. And then my friend was like, "Oh my God, Carolyn, what the heck are you doing? You look so like dumb." And I'm like, "What? What's the weirdest nightmare you've ever had?" I was upstairs sitting on the futon, and my sister was on the computer. And she was looking up stuff about fairies because we love fairies. We were really into fairies. We had like little fairy villages and we would look up stuff about fairies all the time. But she was like looking at stuff about fairies. And I was sitting on the futon and then SpongeBob, the Doodle SpongeBob, the hand came out from under, Doodle Bob came out from under the futon and grabbed my ankle and was like pulling me under the futon. And I was like, "Ah, Kaylin, help, Kaylin!" And she was like, "I'm busy." And I was like, "Help, Kaylin, please!" And she's like, "No!" And I was like, "Ah!" And he pulled me under the futon and I woke up. Yeah, I have a lot of weird dreams. I have a lot more I could tell y'all, but I'm just gonna stop there. I used to have dreams all the time when I was younger, but now that I'm older, it's very rare. Okay, so I'm actually gonna stop this video here. Sorry that the second half was like filmed on my laptop. I know it's a different like quality and different setup and whatnot, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something about me, and I hope it was somewhat enjoyable. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Check out part 1 if you haven't already. I had fun filming this and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Until next time, see you in my next video. Bye guys!